He's always sitting around that mid lane and leaving Dieter out to his own devices. So
I'm really afraid about the Ursa though. Like he counters 2 of their cores like really hard. If he ever gets a jump on Ember or Lifesteal, they're pretty much dead. Unless Shadow Demon can save
I mean,
them.
as much as you mentioned the Ags means the Bat Rider is like useless against him, I think at all other stages of the game, Bat Rider is great against Ursa though.
It is. He can kite him, he can like sticky him, he can push him away with the flame break. Yeah.
I mean, you've got the Venge, so you've got the swap to save against the Lasso, but it's not even just about that. It's everything else that goes with it. As we hop into our group stage game here on stream.
Predictions. First barracks kill. Escape game.
Prepare for battle.
I'm more gonna go with you. The total number of player deaths. This looks like a low death game.
Yeah.
0 to 5.
0 to 5, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's either that or 6 to 10.
Team with the most kills.
In the end.
Probably Navi.
I mean,
even if they lose,
you think even if they lose, they'll get the most kills?
Yeah, I usually think so. Yeah.
We can hedge our bets, you know. And with the most kills in the game, Navi.
I want the first out destruction before 5. 5 to 8 or 8 to 11.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, it's not before 5, it's Lone Druid. I'm gonna go 8 to 11.
Yeah.
I don't think either team pushes super early. Definitely not Navi.
Usually when Escape gets the first tower with the lineup is when the mid laner rotates away and then the Lone Druid jumps into the tower.
Yeah. It's an Ursa too. He's not pushing towers too early.
Yeah.
But you never know. You get that. A team could just go for a really early safe lane tier 1 with like a double, triple creep wave in the siege creep, for example.
30 seconds.
It's interesting what Navi's doing here. Why they're all next to the tier 1 tower. They're setting up like an ambush for the Riki maybe? It's like, I haven't seen that on
They want to be in the middle so they can go either top or bottom bounty rune, you know? Better hedge your... Not hedge your bets. You're trying to get Sanika to scout them out. They want to fight, I guess?
Oh, they want to fight the rune, yeah.
Yeah. So
for 4 got top, Ember goes bottom.
The plan was for General to find out where they're going to be.
They will actually get both runes. Yeah. Kazu's not there to contest the rune.
The battle begins.
Explained.
Yep. Out.
Oh, well,
given.
Ooh, right click too fast.
So, we got to talk about this. Dieter out, Lifestealer, Poor Man's Shield, double pull Tango, he's gone mid.
He's going mid, yeah. Which is super good. Lifesteal is one of the natural counters to Lone Druid on the lane.
Yeah, you just hit the bear with the feast, whenever you're taking some damage. You lifesteal a ton, since it's based on their
percentage,
percentage of hit points. And then Dendy can get a better matchup. We've seen this every now and then. Dendy, like on the safe lane, sometimes with like a Timbersaw.
I actually really like it because it avoids the problem too of Jara being like sacked, because they'll definitely support Dendy on the bottom lane there. And overall, I really like their lanes.
And they can, help out here or there with the mid lane, perhaps. Sneaker doing a bit of body blocking. He's gone boots first. And we'll see what he has in mind. Yapster has sentries and dust, but Sneaker's almost ready for this sentry dust action, considering he's got boots. So he can get away very easily from this Riki.
I really like the start that he didn't go for Orb of Venom. He knows what he needs to do. I really like that.
We'll see how the lanes unravel. We'll be Dendy on the safe lane. Ember Spirit in the offlane's going to be General on the bat. We'll talk about him because Yapster is coming his way. Some early aggression. Era already getting a couple swipes off, and General in trouble. He doesn't have the Firefly. He's done for. Yapster, nice body block.
He body blocked so hard. Oh.
My claws are red with the gore of first
I guess
blood.
General thought that the Riki was around mid lane and didn't really expect him to be top. But that's just the rotations that Invis heroes can do so easily, and that's why they're so feared.
Already Yapster now.
You have to be so careful. If he dies again, it's actually almost game over for him.
Oh, can he get the ball with blue boots? Oh, nice. Looked like he might be. Yeah, the General himself had some boots, so.
Yeah. If he died, then it would have been a catastrophe.
With boots first, it's like you have to get level 2 before you can even consider going into the jungle.
Yeah, and if you die there again, they will zone you really easily.
It looks like right now, even that one death is a bit of a catastrophe, because he is completely out of XP range. They've got the Observer Ward by the tower, so they know fully well where he is. And Yapster, seeing where he is, means he can roam mid, knowing that Badge is not getting anything.
Oh, they got the Sentry Ward, and Radiant did not get the Sentry Ward. It's a huge win for Dire.
Yep. No more Radiant. Oh, the other Radiant Sentry is on the high ground. Out of range here, but they'll protect Feature in the mid lane, but it's not going to do much beyond that.
The good part about Lifestealer mid, you can't really, die.
I love this chopper. Invis on Invis here. Who's going to get the bounty rune? It's Riki.
Yapster again. Just right click hand, man.
What a playmaker. Yeah, he knows how to use those hands. He's been giving them a good workout leading to this match. Black, get your mind out of the gutter, please.
Sorry.
So I'm talking about the Invoker warm-up before the game I saw him doing.
Yeah, I started too.
Okay. Alright, so Navi's general, has he got his level 2?
No, he's not getting it.
He's not getting any extra.
You know, his death was really bad because 2 of the creep waves just simply died in the tower when he died. It was a really unfortunate
getting
timing.
XP now. Sin doesn't have mana for a stun, and he's got to see that and think, I can actually get something out of this lane.
Yeah. They need to pull the creeps right now and make sure that he can't intercept with it.
I was just about to say, if you're general, you're trying to stop that from
That's too
happening.
late. It's good. He's gonna get all of it.
Alright.
Easy level 2.
Offlane salvaged.
Yeah.
Let's say. How about our other offlane? Kezu. 2.5, 1 CS, 1 deny, about
He's in danger now.
yeah, the Janata hitting everything.
He's dead. He's dead.
Jekyll, so.
Well, what he wanted to do is just wanted to wait for the Iron Talon money and then go to the jungle, but he still doesn't have enough. But he only has 1 creep. Arthur did a really good job at zoning.
He's actually going to kill this bear. The body blocks are there, and Quick Blast should be able to get a resummon off.
Yeah. You know what's really deceiving when you play Lifestealer against Lone Druid? Top lane.
Another kill. Got the Orb of Venom now, so with that extra slow.
Earth Shock, Orb of Venom, plus the Cloud is like 50% slow. It's really good. He will never get away there. But yeah, what I was saying is, it's really deceiving as Lifestealer against Lone Druid, because when the bear hits the like 10% mark, you simply don't do damage to the bear anymore. You're like slow him, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get 300 gold. No, you're not.
Yeah, when it's full HP, you're doing like 300 damage a hit almost, or something ridiculous. But get on there, it's like, okay, just your regular damage. So Dandy with the kill. We talked about giving him an good early start. He's top CS, has the first. Oh no, well not first. So what am I talking? Has a kill, doing pretty well. On the mid lane, Lifestealer is winning the CS battle against Lone Druid, so it has definitely been a good call sending out to this mid lane.
I'm just a bit worried about General because he's always the playmaker, and in this game too, he's like the only initiation they really have, and he's completely shut down.
Gonna get shut down once more. Here comes Zara. Has the Earth Shock. He goes over the trees here. Doesn't look like he'll go for another hit. He may go for a deny. It's up to Syndra to secure this last hit. General.
He just stood still there. What happened there?
Fine. I don't know. Maybe he just if he ran into the neutrals, he died. I guess he was trying to.
He would have denied himself, surely.
But maybe he didn't want it. Maybe he thought he could live. Yeah. But he's in the mid lane. Gets the rage off.
Oh, that was so good. But he has to be careful. If he gets entangled again, he might die.
Oh, okay, there's one. Will it be enough? They can use the Yonka move, slow down the bear, and with General's TP in, General's like, sweet, this lane's mine. Go back to base. Go jungle. I want the mid lane.
But at this point, he has to do something because they didn't stack the jungle for him either. Yeah. And he didn't stack his own big camp. He won top lane. He definitely needs to make a comeback somehow.
Missing Kezu with the Iron Talon. He's got that. He's about to hit level 5, so he's actually very happy. Like that one death, sure, it's not great, but I think all in all, he's gotten what he needs to out of this offlane so far.
Suneko annoying him now, though.
Yeah.
They're stealing a lot of experience from the boards. They're slowing him down by a lot. It really screws with the Beastmaster timing. It delays it by like a whole minute.
Suneko may get punished for this. He just took another last hit, but he's got no mana. Get out of this one. The Absol comes in. Probably should see in a second. That's
Weaverborn 2 seconds. Weaverborn 2 seconds. Yep. Nice. Gets on.
Has the help coming in the form of art style, but I don't think that's
going to smoking was really good. Nice. D-warding mid-ward as well. Yep, place that down.
Nice. So Escape have full control. They've got the high ground observer. They've got sentries on multiple locations.
Do Navi actually have wards? They have
one in the bottom tier 1. That's it.
Other than that, I think they counted 2 wards already.
Syndra stacking up neutrals. He's got level 4.5. Looks like for now, Navi's going to slow it down. They send Suneko top, looking probably just level 6 mid lane art style. This is a disrupt. This is a double damage Ricky though, and he reveals the real one. That's looking like it could be a kill. Yasuo though, out of mana, slowed down. As the blink, but does not want to commit to this one. Needs to go back in this, but blinks away. Barely will escape that shadow poison. Gets another 8 HP.
8 HP, yeah. Oh, very close.
Let's say that was a lot more than I expected, but level 3 shadow poison.
And he needs 700 gold for his Butcher travel. Although I don't think they will make a huge difference. They really need to blink. They go on the bed rather.
It almost feels like Denny should just pick up a TP before the booster travel because he's got level 6 now. He can actually counter gank very well with his ult.
And they will need to because top lane is really dangerous right now. Like generally he gets stunned once, you can just get bursted.
First spotted going back invis, pinged out by Era.
Level 4.5 on him as well.
No detection up here though.
Outside rotating top. Want to make something happen here.
Era's fading it seems, but I don't know if he's expecting this tiny hero to come his way. Disruption's there and that fades out in rage, so Era.
He's dead.
That's misplay perhaps overall from Escape, thinking they could bait it out. They saw the bounty hunter go invis and still hung around.
We've seen the smoke now on the Beastmaster. Most likely gonna rotate to the mid lane is pointless. Where does he want to go? Maybe he just wants to go back to the lane. Just have a smoke ready for later.
Yeah, there's no obvious kill on the map. Perhaps that's the call. Or he had, if you say heads bottom, maybe the Ursa TP's down there. Tries to get a kill with the raw plus Ursa.
That would be a really nice play. But that Ember Spirit is having way too much free space right now.
Problem is there's this observer ward and he walks into it. So he's been seen. They know he's level 6. They see the smoke in theory.
So negative ping mid lane. Boom available in 2 minutes and we will have the track online.
Still the Beastmaster shot bottom. It looks like they want to head that way. They're going to push a tower in the next 3 minutes. Let's go, Na'Vi.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Like everybody's just killing creeps. It's not me.
We had 0 to 5 kills though. I think we're wrong on the kills. So we made stuff already.
Hedu's dead.
Yep. He does raw Dendi. That's going to make his life a little bit easier. Dendi's going to have to fire him.
He is.
Gets up the searing change right before the smoke comes out. Yap's being dusted as well. This could be a follow-up kill, but no mana on Dendi, on Saniko.
No, the boar.
And yeah, the boar is...
It was a really nice boar micro because he slowed both the Ember Spirit and the Bounty Hunter, so they couldn't pursue.
It's just pretty good.
But I don't know if I like roaring there, because like the chance of getting away is like really slim, and now he doesn't have it ready to gank.
It's a fairly short cooldown. Like he dies, he respawns. It's 45 seconds, which is not the biggest deal. It does mean Na'Vi know if they do pressure a tower, it's like okay, we've got this small window, but
don't do it almost Midas. 100 more gold, pretty quick Midas. If you get free time like this, we should be looking at like a 15-16 minute radiance.
So good. I guess the problem comes, can you maintain that rate of farm when that gets blinked? Because that's going to come up first.
Yep, he needs 800 more gold for that. Actually recovered kind of nicely.
The call is to smoke Roche from Escape. Will this be spotted? Oh, it's not being spotted. It's more a question of will this be realized.
They protected really nice with wards. And
they did use the Wave of Terror, which after
over the board, yeah. They should definitely know, but
well, you only know if your camera's over the area, though. You say definitely know, Black.
Sorry.
I do not definitely know. Not everyone has the micro 9K MMR camera action of yourself. Your camera's moving every 9K APM, I should say.
Well, Dendi's coming in.
Yeah. Dendi's going out though. That's the better question.
Just stacks the Roche on the gun.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It might actually make it work now, because Ursa's out of mana. Oh, that was so good of Dendi.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Perhaps Era should have.
I think it should have kept hitting Roche on.
It was I guess they didn't have the best vision to understand how many more Na'Vi heroes were there. He could have been invis, but he's in mid lane and he'll get taken out. That's a big catch if they can get it, and they will. They get 2 kills.
I didn't realize the lifesteal was in the Bounty Hunter.
I guess he had invested for the Roche contest, but then he realized, oh wait, they're not Roching. We don't have to.
But what was the positioning then? They were literally under the tier 1 tower. Like maybe they wanted to dive mid lane or something.
Where should we go? And this time around,
this is easy. It's very easy, you know.
Yeah. Dendi's nearby, but
he can't really do much.
I don't think he wants to walk in. Yep, so we'll be there ready for smoke, and Dendi's sunned up. They haven't got the damage to kill him, but here comes Dendi's very low. Dendi's likely to die here. Last up to a lot of damage to Shadow Poison. He's taking out one. The Sintering kill going to come as well. Era on the run. He's being slowed down, pushed around by the lane break. Yapzor.
Do you have a dust? Do not have dust?
Flick strike and be okay. Dendi. Act farm.
They recognized that the lone druid was in mid lane and the rest of the heroes didn't really have any resource, so it was really nicely.
That was okay. At the end of the day, Na'Vi at least get a couple of kills.
But Bounty Hunter, tried to go after Era and annoy him a little bit, but then Yasuo said nope. I don't even know how he knew, because he didn't go indie under the ward. Maybe it was a really good game sense.
With the dust.
Yeah, he just randomly dusted. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm gonna buy some more dust anyways. Let's throw this away.
Yeah, it's 90
past
gold.
its expiry date. So I mean, we're looking to enter Blink Dagger territory. Not just the Bat who's got his, but Era. He's about 200 gold short. Could sell a Stout Shield or something and be even closer.
Yep.
So this is going to be the time of the game where General and Era create chaos.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Needs about 700 gold for Necro 1. Just like the power spike of a Beastmaster. Then he's like pretty much only raw and the board slow. Okay, Blink Dagger up, smoked up. Actually, at tape gaming smoked up, but general also has a smoke. I think they're looking for a smoke and... Well...
Era's... Oh, quick boost, sorry, he's one top, just farming away. Era's nearby as well, just waiting around the tier 1 tower.
But this is really obvious because like no one is really pushing out lanes other than top.
This is like the move to make us dire. You go bottom, you take the enemy tier 1 tower, you invade their jungle. Dendi has some means of escape with the fire
Dire's
remnant.
middle tower is under attack.
I mean, he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like
Radiant's
pretty
top
obvious.
tower
Yeah,
is
even-
under attack.
We'll scout him now. He's going to TP out of there. Alright.
Yep, TP into
Left
mid lane.
fire remnant behind though, so has a way back there. Should not be decide to try and defend. And escape don't push without the lone druid all that well. So
They really don't. And he just TP'd back to base. I
Dire's
would have actually
middle
liked
tower
it if he
is under
TP'd to
attack.
bottom lane instead, but he was
Radiant's
like pretty low
bottom
HP and
tower
pretty low
is
mana.
under attack.
like, even though he wants to farm and hit that radiance timing, going with his team to help take objectives can get him there
Dire's top
quicker.
tower
So.
Yeah.
is under attack.
And can help his team out too. Because like they have an Ursa hitting a tower, it really doesn't do all that much.
And power spikes again. Ichira hits his armlet timing. Yeah, there we go. Armlet of the courier.
Good.
Radiant's bottom
Not the
tower
quickest,
is
but
under
you know,
attack.
so one of the best items on him. He's gonna deal a ridiculous amount of
Dire's
damage.
top tower is under attack.
Things have slowed down now. It looks like Na'Vi happy to concede a tower or two as long as they're finding trades elsewhere on the map, but they've got to make a stand soon. Quick hits radiance, is that just like
Radiant's bottom tower
not game over
is
for
under
Na'Vi, but
attack.
they're going to really struggle to fight into the radiance, I fear.
They're just gonna start
Radiant's
5-manning,
bottom
and
tower
it's gonna
is
be really,
fallen.
really hard for Na'Vi to really do much
Dire's
about
top
it.
tower
They
is
don't have the
fallen.
best default.
And he's going for the Spirit Member. Meanwhile, Pyrex up mid. Synderen going to be the one that gets initiated on. He gets taken out. He's out raw with the rage wearing off. He gives some trouble. He gets defensively disrupted. Nice play by our style. It looks like Dicha will be kept alive for now because of that. Shadow Poison starting to stack up, do some good damage and prevent some of these Blink Daggers. Kezu, just the one on him.
A big long kill as well.
Oh, looks like Era gonna get some revenge on Koikva.
Yeah, and then he's out of there.
So Aaron not done just yet. Disruption from Art Style. Goes to Shadow Poison as well. That'll stop
Dire's
the
middle
Blink Dagger.
tower is under attack.
Era having to deal with his own illusions. Nice play from Art Style. He's doing a lot of damage in these team fights as a Shadow Demon.
Was really nicely done. He was kiting the Ursa for a while, and then he hit so many Shadow Poisons on all of the heroes.
I mean, this is typical Art Style game.
Yeah.
And just look at the greed. And it pays. He gives back to his team. He's 2-1-3, 32
Dire's
CS.
middle
Gonna have a
tower
very
is under
early
attack.
force stuff. This is against Ursa, Beastmaster, Lone Druid, Ricky. You want to force out a smoke screen, force away from Ursa, force him one hero. Great game for force stuff. Not a great game to be a bounty hunter. He gets down. And it is completed lads for Era.
You know, it's bounty hunter players. They don't like to play against other indie
Radiant's
heroes.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, especially ones that are permanently invis and see you go in and out.
Yeah.
Ricky
Radiant's
doesn't have to go
middle
in and
tower
out.
has fallen.
What was really important though is
Dire's
that they
bottom
did get the
tower
Koikwa
is
kill,
under
so his
attack.
radiance is delayed by a good minute or two. That was really important. Although I don't necessarily agree with them chasing for the kill because they missed out on a lot of other kills for it, but I guess they just went for the trade-off.
Well, we're kind of holding their own. All their cores getting some good farm. The one player who's really struggling, not having a good game, is Saniko.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't put Saniko on my fantasy. I was so close to putting Saniko on my fantasy team. He probably should have been in my fantasy team, but
Yeah.
starting things off slow here with his bounty hunter.
Well, at least level 6, he can always make track comebacks.
Oh yeah.
As soon as they hit the radiance timing, this bounty is going to be like a non-factor. He's just going to track people.
That sentry almost moves right in range of Saniko. They go and they catch Kezu. The swap.
Nice swap.
The roll comes in return. Kezu getting fairly low. He gets disrupted again. Art Style. Saves the name cracker. Gets out to the south. He's going to survive for now. The own damage being took him over. He does go down. The Absolute coming in. So much work on the Ricky Maroon. He's going to get the Nico once more with the help of Koikva. Dendi in full retreat. It's a 2-for-2 so far. Both teams losing support plus offlaner, but perhaps damage not done yet. Art Style gets the disruption off 1-4 with the Shadow Poison. He does not want to root here. More stacks through it. Art Style juking has more Shadow Poisons up to 5.
Really careful with that.
Very low.
Dire's
it
middle
stacks up
tower
so much
is under
damage.
attack.
He blew up the
Dire
stack.
structures
Didn't have quite enough to kill the actual bear. I think start reapplying though, and I think Koikva.
They actually can't take this tower.
Yeah, one more stack on that bear. He got it. He's dead.
Oh,
Oh, 2 stacks. Pop.
probably not gonna die.
Oh, 15. Nico.
What are they all doing? They're picking one by one.
Radiant's top tower is
One of
under
those games
attack.
you just don't want to see Nico. Denji's keeping in though. The Lasso and Generals come up here, but can't actually catch anything.
It's getting a bit out of hand.
Well, we did not expect Escape to be the ones leading in kills, but we also perhaps underestimated the Era Ursa and his ability to find those kills, because he's been in 12 or 14 so far.
We spoke about it before that they really cannot deal with the Ursa at all. He's always full HP, he's just completely shredding them. It's like,
Perhaps more so than the Ursa. I want to give credits to Yapster. He's Ricky. Scouting everything,
Yeah.
killing. Like this matchup to me has been summed up as Ricky, as Yapster versus Siniko, and Yapster is crushing Siniko here in game.
like very hard. Like his smoke screens are on point. His ult, he's always hitting like 3-4 heroes with the Orb of Venom as well. Dandy, not gonna go down here most likely.
All right.
Yeah. Era would have actually killed him if he waited with the Enrage until he shackles him. Can like remove debuffs with it. Yeah.
I guess he just was trying to force.
Yeah, he wanted to burst
expects him
him.
to have a. No, he expects him to have like a fire remnant to escape or something.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I'll just force him to use it maybe. But
Drag up on the Ricky. Won't be dangerous for a while. There's almost a diffusal on the Ricky, and that's like one of the biggest power spikes in all of the game. 600 more gold.
you catch Lifestealer with smokescreen diffusal. That's actually suddenly a kill.
He can pretty much. Nope, can't solo kill the Shadow Demon. Already got a 4-staff.
Yeah, let's say double 4-staffs are already up. So this is at least some good cautionary measures being taken for Ricky and Ursa.
Yeah. And now Barra can actually start playing because without 4-staff against the Vengeance, it's like possible.
So
Dandy's still pushing up the top lane, going for Battle Fury. Needs about 400 more gold.
I mean, this, as much as we talk about Na'Vi playing fast-paced, trying to get in your face, they also are a team who, when they need to, will play the slow game, will play the late-game farm, and that's something they've done quite a few times with the Ember Spirit. More often than not, it's been ditch Ra, but this feels like a game where they're just going to have to go late game with Ember. Mostly just Ember, because Lifesteal is not going to scale amazingly well.
Smoked up again with the Bad Rider. Best survive here, and it's just a quick kill on Kazu. Can't really do much about it.
Track kill at that, so Nico.
I like it.
Some much needed money.
You also saw Didya, like he stopped hitting him, so he could get the track off. You know, it's something small, but it's actually like a pretty big swing.
So Nico, all people. Speaking of swing area, it's the 1,000 gold swing.
He's going for an urn,
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
and he only has brown boots and urn. Like really for a bounty hunter at this stage.
Arcane boots on Beastmaster, that's a bit of an odd one.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like a game changer by any means, but it's more just... I suddenly click it here, I'm like, oh, what's this? What's happening here?
I'm pretty sure he just did it for the Ursa because he had mana problems in most fights so far.
Yeah.
So I guess he just picked it up for the
Even
Ursa.
when he was like roaching and stuff too, it issues.
Yeah. Do they have any mana boots other than that? No, Wen doesn't.
And Ricky,
Yeah.
it's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Cinder and
Pretty good
Arcane.
pickup for the team. You always want to have like at least one mana boot.
Artstar continuing to be
The Battlefield
Scrooge
completed.
McDuck. 1300 gold on Artstar health.
He's really farmed. He's actually more farmed than Beastmaster.
This is not a rare occurrence. Even though we're talking about this, it's not like this is like, whoa, what's happening here? This is been seen time and time again with Artstar.
Dire's
Smoked up
bottom
again,
tower is
but
under
the smoke should be
attack.
really obvious again because everybody's missing and they can't see him with the wards. Like they should be prepared for this.
Same time, you do have those wards, so maybe Na'Vi will be kind of playing aggressive, but they will see the smoke pop soon, and General has a blink and full stuff to escape with. There we go, Kezu pops.
If the raid is be careful.
They go in, they get Synchro with the last of the flame break, puts people around for great disruption to help out DJ. Gets forced away from the smoke as well. Both Kezu and Synchro burning down on his feet. Side assist from Dandy. Get two. They've only lost General for this. Teacher right on top pursuit as well. Era comes back in. One Teacher, and Teacher nicely plays Master like so much disruption. Up to save life. Era needs to be careful now. Dandy gets out to the side. For that one last kill on Koikma, who's tracked up.
Radiant's
The
top
damage,
tower
the
is
bouncing
under
Druid
attack.
not going to be there, and Nico gets taken out, bashed by Era. So well for Na'Vi. Oh!
He would not have died there.
Should have ghost stepped it. No. Oh my god. Artstar was the hero of that fight. He made so many big plays, but Era on Ursa, what a beast.
Yeah, and now it's a free Roshan. One team fight, easy Roshan, that's Ursa. And we have seen it, they just picked up the Radiance, he was like 50 gold above it, and he just picked it up, and it's like one in the fight pretty much. There were so many misses on the lifestealer when he didn't have rage on, she completely made the fight.
It's still not the worst fight imaginable for Na'Vi. They still got some key kills.
They did.
General tried to kick Era out the pit. Now he may pay for this. He's been hit by the board. Kezu has the door. swap back in general, that will be deleted.
Well, now the 5-man start with an Aegis on Ursa. It's gonna be really scary.
This is where I guess you just slide a fist spam to defend.
Yeah. I mean, he does have a better fear up.
Synderen, this could be a kill. They've got life still nearby, and Synderen
Easy quick kill.
just split away from his team. Got to play the buddy system with that. You talk about 5-man with an Aegis. That was not 5.
Well, and Ursa just completely dismantled Lifestealer.
There's the bigger kill.
It is actually really sad. Like, Lifestealer cannot fight Ursa at all. It's impossible. Bashed up once, she's just dead.
That's where they've got these 4-stars, but much like Synderen was caught alone, that was Lifestealer caught without buddies nearby.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Gonna stack the poisons on the Spear Ferret mid. One of the nice things you can do to help as a support to actually burst this down.
Yeah, Koiko needs to be really careful with this.
Radiant's
He
middle
may just
tower
lose his
has
Spear, but
fallen.
maybe he's happy to lose one to take some towers and objectives, but
Yeah.
start getting 6 or 7 poison sacks. That's like a good
Double
800-900
damage.
damage there.
Okay, we have more item pickups. Okay, so we're actually going for a next instead of next for 2 or 3 or Blink Dagger.
Once,
Going full team support.
and even, I mean, that's the Arcane Boost with this. Now the Arcane Boost makes a lot more sense because you need
Yeah.
the mana to sustain the mech, and it also transitions into the Greaves, which is pretty good for purging off some of the things like track from the enemy team.
And Necro level 1 is like the strongest Necro level out of all of them. They still get stronger by quite a significant amount, but like not that much. Yeah, but that one should be the most important one.
What do Na'Vi look to do here? Are they just trying to avoid fights now that there's an Aegis, or are they...
I think they really have to avoid fights because
Dire's
this Ursa
bottom
just shreds
tower
everybody
is under
apart.
attack.
Like, he gets one bash on anyone and they simply just die.
Radiant's
He's not allowed to
top
touch
tower is
anyone.
under attack.
Sorry.
They'll take the free kill. That's a track kill at that. They get the purge up on Kezu. Can they turn this around with the Ursa? We're gonna see what Era looks to do. He's hiding by the illusion. That's the ground there. I think he just had a blink here off to the side. General getting very low from Arthur into a blink. Yaptra now in trouble. He's trapped up his bolt to the bear. Off to the side, it's Era going on Dendi, but Dendi's still alive for now. Gets the slide of fist off. He has a remnant to escape to if he needs to. A bit lower mana. Fighting a Necrobook, not thinking he wants to do Yaptra. Used off the tracker, looks like it is Peach and Raj. They're full staff support. That style, his on cooldown,
Radiant's
and Bat
middle
Rider,
tower is
he
under
was
attack.
well out of there. He was already back at base, and Na'Vi have played these fights really. They're fighting so well, but every fight seems to get to the point where they've used all their skills. They've used their full stuff, they've used their disruption, and then suddenly Era or Poikva starts getting kills.
Yeah, they just can't bring them down. Like, we see it at the end of every fight. Ursa is almost full HP, and the Longbeard is always full HP. They just can't deal with the 2 forces now. They need more damage. General in trouble again.
We can go off the map here, and we'll do so. Thor tracked up once more. Use this off as well. Does do so. Gets dusted once more. They're spamming these dust out. Has another defusal. Man, he's going to shoot through those charges.
Yep.
He gets away, but that'll be a bit concerning when you're down to 1 defusal charge already after like 2 team fights.
Yeah. Well, made him burn it.
Well,
Almost a Whistle Blade up on Ursa if he wants to go that route. He might also want to go BKB because they have a lot of movement and parrying spells.
yeah. It seems Synderen will keep being the lasso target since
Yeah.
he's got the swap save, and hey, why not? It's a track kill when you grab him and you turn the fight that fight before, but
Oh, that was so close. Almost got a smoke screen off on Dendi. They would have been just dead.
it's a kill. They have not been able to get this game. Dendi 803. Talk about this being a late game Ember game. It's starting to feel more and more like that for Na'Vi.
That was so unfortunate from the angle. But I guess they should have checked the inventory. They wanted to deward, so they just randomly dropped it at the rune spot, and then it was just there. But you know the good thing about Venge is, even if you die... Oh, they're going on Kaiser in mid lane.
Oh, fine.
Yep, that's good.
Let it a little bit. That's the Infest combo. And for Na'Vi, it's like a let's fight pickoff, but let's not take team fights.
Yeah.
That seems like their best course of action.
I mean, it was a good pickup, but they killed Bounty before, so they do not get the whole benefit of it. And coming back to Venge, if you lasso her and kill her first, you actually reduce the whole team's damage by...
Radiant's bottom tower
How much is it
under
now?
attack.
36%?
It was funny because
Dire's
Synderen just
middle
hit level
tower
10
is
and he
under
levels up
attack.
the aura. He's like, he realizes what's going on here. He's going to be the one continue getting targeted, so he's like, alright, if they're going to kill me first, let's make them pay for it.
Yep.
Minus 36% damage on you guys.
It's a lot, especially for a life stealer.
Yes.
All in front. Yeah, the best. Good pick up.
Yep. That. Art style. Aghanim Scepter halfway. Not completed, but has half the money for it. Ooh, finds Yapsor. We defuse this one. It's his last charge. He'll do so. Blinks away.
He definitely needs to go into shoes right now.
Yeah. And the next dust's not going to land, so he can upgrade his previous one.
He should do so right now.
Yeah. Doesn't have the money to just fly up buy a new one, which is something you often see as well, but...
Yeah.
So just think about the present, and him dying would be definitely a big detriment to Escape considering his current status in this game, and what he's offering to the team.
Yep. Seeing the BKB on Ursa, so he doesn't want to get kited around anymore. Thinks the bash has enough, doesn't need the Abyssal Blade. General begins the top lane.
He will still get cut by the Demonic Purge. Whoa, Dicha bottom. Almost got blown up. The Infest into a creep. Dicha still may die.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Era will have a blink in a couple of seconds. Dicha trying to play ring around a Rosie. It comes dead.
Oh, was so good.
In the neighborhood. Dandy doesn't to escape too. Nice
Methodor.
And there we go. Does have the remnant.
I really hate playing this matchup. Like Ursa is just such a lifestealer counter. And we spoke about the Terrorblade, but like Ursa might even be a harder counter than the Terrorblade at this point.
Yeah. This game definitely speaks to that.
Well, went on the lone to the top, can't really kill him though. Savage Raw saved him. Micro there.
Then he had already used his travels as well.
Yep.
So we'll have Yapsor roaming into the top side of the map with wards here, probably just a bit of a warding mission.
Yep. Choose level 2.
We'll see the high ground ward, but no way of clearing it out. And we see one gem pickup. That's on the dire side. I imagine it's almost time for Na'Vi to invest in a gem of their own.
He might actually get a solo kill on General. Yeah, he will.
Okay.
He saw him use his four step to farm and he just went for the kill right away. You don't have the dust to kill him?
Well,
oh, there's plenty was there.
they get the turnaround. If anything, I mean, you continue to track and also just considering how well Yaps is doing, that's a win for Na'Vi.
Yeah, I actually think so too, yeah.
Radiant's
Like, a lot of
bottom
map control
tower
gone
is under
for Escape
attack.
Gaming. They
It's
should
Na'Vi.
definitely look to deal with their own half right now though.
Yeah.
It's like, there's so many wards with Escape, like 3. They definitely need to deal with that.
And that's the thing, with Ricky dead, you can move out on the map not worrying about being scouted. At one trade when you're the team slightly behind, playing defensive is always going to be advantageous, or at least mostly if it's considering heroes of similar value.
Yep.
And Na'Vi actually go for a smoke, so they're going aggressive. And Suniko leads the way and tested Lifestealer inside of him.
They might find the lone druid here if he's not careful.
Would be a nice kill.
He's probably a bit too fast, or went the wrong way. Yep.
Get one more down, they found
Unfortunate.
nothing, and they'll decide to back off, I believe.
Yep. Then he's getting pretty big though. Yep. We should have an item in the career.
Yeah, Crystallis.
When he hits a devil, he will do scary damage too. But then again, he gets bashed once, he will just instantly die.
General has picked up a gem, so we see gem on both Na'Vi and Escape now.
Good.
So
They really need to clear their side. 4 wards on their own side, they need to clear all of that right now.
General has the gem. He's seen one, so
We instantly see the smoke of Escape Gaming and we see the gem, because they want to claim the gem right away.
and they know what's going on with the gem, with the ward clearing. General
Oh, very nice scan. Scan out Escape Gaming perfectly.
has gone in all the way behind them. Na'Vi on the low ground here, but not necessarily a bad thing as long as Stendi doesn't get roared or smoked up. There's a
Radiant's
Mantis
top
available.
tower is
Eric
under
just starting off Sandy. They're gonna get out of Sandy who just barely took out with Terra. So the Drake comes out from Ricky doing a lot of damage from Infers, and Deech is done for. Na'Vi immediately in 3 have to disengage. It was a very awkward position to take that fight from, and really showed for Na'Vi. Being caught on the low ground and just being very split up. General was doing like a full loop-de-loop around the enemy backlines.
I guess the only good thing about that fight is they didn't lose the gem. Yeah. Get another 3 rolls, this time some cheese for the... I would assume for the...
Roshan has fallen to the down.
I think they, for a second, they didn't even realize it was cheese. Yaptra was like, hey, wait a second, guys.
Yeah, I'll take it then if you don't want it.
Demon Edge on the bear, so let's...
But at this point, lifesteal really is a non-factor. He can't do anything in these fights. Just getting kited, he's just...
Well,
Okay,
they
there's
saved the
the
gem
gem.
last fight, but losing this one.
What is mine?
So we'll pick that one up for his team, and
Man, Era is so good on these heroes that like, just find pickoffs. He's just there when he needs to be there, and he just kills you.
This is why you pick Era for your fantasy teams.
Radiant's
It's not
bottom
just,
tower is under
Quaker
attack.
plays more like the carry role for the team, but Era
Radiant's
plays
bottom
quite a
tower
because
has
he's the one
fallen.
getting the kills. Quaker, he's getting the CS, the objectives.
Yeah, Era's kind of position 2 and Koipa's position 1. Kind of like the old EG,
Dire's top
where the
tower
mid is the
is
carry.
under attack.
Yes.
Radiant structures
See what
are
Era can do,
falling.
he's in the back line. Blink gets cancelled and won't get the first clap. Yapster on the front line trying to get to Nico, gets the flow, doesn't get the kill, but with Bat dead, hard
Radiant's
defense makes him.
bottom
Until the
tower
first
has
Spirit back,
fallen.
Quaker gonna have to resummon.
Koipa is getting pretty low too.
Yeah, the sleight of fist man is doing some good work here. They haven't got that cheese they could pass over. Well, category 10 is the TP. It shouldn't be a kill, but it's a bit annoying.
Dire's
Era
top tower
maybe wants
is
to
under
re-engage.
attack.
He's going to complete an abyssal of
That is so scary, he can just blow up anyone now. How do you deal with this Ursa as Na'Vi? You really can. He just kills you.
Ban the demonic purge on him when you get the Ag Scepter. That's one way.
Like they need like the perfect team fight. They need to get 4 staffs when he enrages. They need to kill him twice. With BKB on as well, it's just I just can't see it happen right now.
It's like escape full retreat. They're making their way back, knowing they're a bit split up and vulnerable. Na'Vi actually were hunting them as well, but escapes vision again. They had the high ground ward. They may have actually seen the smoke. I'm not sure where Na'Vi smoked up. Nice little high ground ward here.
It's really just the wards winning in the game right now. Like they've had 4 wards in the half of Na'Vi for such a long time.
I mean, that's one of the powers of Riki, is you can just go wherever you want on the map and plant these wards without revealing yourself.
Yeah.
It's bound you actually reveal yourselves when you plant them often, but
And it was a bit sad that they lost the gem like right away without even getting the chance to re-deboard everything.
yeah.
It's like
Like you say, the vision.
Yeah.
You see everything if you're escaping. The thing is, if you see no heroes with these wards,
you
can
know
kind
they're
of-
up to something.
Yeah, they're either smoked as 5, or you know they're on that little dark spot farming the jungle, for example. But more likely than not, they're up to something, like you say.
Got an MKB completed on the Lone Druid. Not entirely sure
No,
why
no,
we
no
would
evasion.
be.
Sight.
Damage.
Yeah, but they don't have
Single
any
target damage, yeah, I
evasion.
don't know.
I would rather like to see a basher, because then lifesteal is really out of the game. If they have 2 bashers, I guess MKB is really good damage to pressure the Rex, so...
I guess Deso is the one other item. If you want to go pure damage, you would consider the Deso, perhaps. But honestly, I'm not a lone druid player. Quaker is one of the best lone druid players, so...
Oh yeah, he knows what he's doing.
He definitely has a reason, even if yours truly does not understand it. He's too next level for me.
Yo, on that hero for sure.
And now and you can also use the demonic purge now with 3 charges on the bear if you really want to. Like that, you don't have to worry. Like you've got 3 to play around with.
Yeah. Well, they're just gonna go for the Rex, have a second bear now.
Maybe still the Aegis as well. That lasts for about another minute and a half. This should
gonna
just
hit
be
the
a
Rex.
free Rax almost. I don't see what Na'Vi can do. They're going to try to do something. Bit back coming out. Arcel doesn't get so off. He got the missile down. First Rax goes down. Indra into the front line. Perhaps happy to die due to the cause, but he may not even go down. Just barely. It's taken out by Na'Vi. Arrow with the KP. Wants Nico. We'll settle for a Rax instead, and they're already quick fast. We talked about this guy being the objective gamer. Well, his team's fighting. He is taking the mid lane. He does not care what his team is up to. Era blinking past the Rax, creating space for Quaker to do what he does best, and that's to take the building, lead the army mates, and take game 1 away from the CIS squad. As the Skate Gaming, your wildcard runner-up, have taken the only game of the day. Any way to start things off?
Escape game.
That's big victory.
They made it look easy too. Yeah. They were in control of the game from start to finish.
Let's just hide those. We didn't get anything wrong.
There was no problem at all.
Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all for escape game. I mean, Era's Ursa and Yapster Riki seem to be like the 2 big talking points here.
But it really comes down to it, like, can Bounty Hunter do for the team and what can Riki do for the team? And Riki definitely did like way more for the team.
I mean, there's a reason most teams will prioritize Riki over Bounty Hunter, but not to say Na'Vi make a mistake in picking